Let me ask you something right now. What is that one thing, that one vision burning inside you that you can't go a day without thinking about, that dream, that goal, that future you've imagined 1,000 times? It's not just some fantasy, it's a message, a call to rise, a reminder of who you were meant to become. But here's the truth. Most people don't become their dream, not because they're not capable, not because they're not talented, but because they never decide to become it. You don't achieve your dream by waiting. You don't attract it by hoping. You become it, you breathe it, you walk it, you live every single day like it's already yours. Becoming your dream means alignment. Your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, they must all serve one purpose. You don't say, I want it, and then behave like someone who doubts it. You act like the person who already owns that dream. That's the shift. That's the game changer. Let me be clear. You're going to face pain. You're going to face setbacks. People will laugh. People will doubt, and that's beautiful, because it's in those moments you get to prove to yourself who you really are. You don't become your dream by being comfortable. You become it by growing stronger than your excuses. You see, the dream is not just out there somewhere, it's inside you, and the only way to meet it is to evolve into the version of you who can hold it. So stop playing small, stop waiting for permission, stop acting like you've got time to waste. Life is not a rehearsal. This is it. This is your shot. Declare it now. I will become my dream, not someday. Not maybe, not if everything goes perfectly. I will become my dream because I choose to, and from this moment on, I refuse to live as anything less. Now stand up, mentally or physically, and tell yourself this. I was born for more. I am not here to survive. I'm here to become. That is the fire. That is the focus. That is the identity of a person who becomes their dream. So go. Go become what you were always meant to be. You don't wait for your dream. You become it through aligned action. That's the foundation of transformation. So many people live their entire lives in a state of waiting, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting until they feel more confident, more ready, more prepared. But the truth is, your dream isn't waiting for you to be perfect. It's waiting for you to move. And movement begins with alignment. Your dream becomes real not because you wish it to be, but because you embody it in everything you do. Think about it. If you want to be a leader, you can't keep showing up as someone who avoids responsibility. If you want to be a world-class athlete, you can't keep thinking like someone who quits when it gets hard. If you want to be financially free, you can't keep spending like someone stuck in survival mode. You must become the version of yourself that already lives that dream long before it shows up physically. That means thinking the thoughts, feeling the emotions, and taking the actions that match that dream right now, not later. Alignment means you no longer say one thing and do another. Your actions aren't betraying your intentions. You're not hoping for change while holding onto habits that are keeping you stuck. Instead, you build a life where your choices reflect your vision. You eat like your health matters. You speak like your words have power. You move through the world like you belong where you're going, not where you've been. And that kind of energy, that kind of clarity, it creates momentum. It builds trust in yourself. Suddenly, you're not chasing the dream, you're becoming the person who attracts it. This is the step most people skip. They want the result, but they don't want to change who they are. But you can't solve a dream-level problem with an old version of yourself. You have to evolve. You have to show up as if your dream depends on you, because it does. It's not about being fake or pretending. It's about aligning who you are with who you're meant to be. When your identity and your dream line up, everything begins to shift. Your confidence grows, your habits change, your standards rise, and most importantly, your results begin to reflect the internal change you've made. The dream is not some far-off thing. It's a mirror. It reflects your level of alignment. When you become the dream internally, it starts showing up externally. People notice, opportunities open. You feel pulled instead of pushed. That's the power of alignment. That's how real change happens. So stop waiting. You don't need permission. You need alignment. Start living your dream now. Not someday. Speak it, walk it, work like it's already yours. Because once your thoughts, emotions, and actions move in the same direction, you won't just chase the dream, you'll become it. Discomfort, doubt, and rejection are not obstacles to your dream. They are the path to it. Most people believe that if something is meant for them, it should come easily. They think the road to their dream should be smooth, filled with signs that they're on the right track. But that belief is not only false, it's dangerous. Because the moment things get hard, they start to question whether it's even worth it. They take pain as a signal to stop, when in truth, pain is a signal to grow. Every dream you have lives on the other side of challenge. You're not tested because you're weak. You're tested because your dream requires a stronger version of you. Discomfort is not there to break you. It's there to build you. It's the gym for your character. Every failure, every delay, every setback is preparing you for the weight of your vision. The dream isn't just about what you get. It's about who you become in the process of getting it, and who you become is shaped in moments of discomfort. Rejection is the universe's way of asking, how bad do you want it? Every time someone tells you no, every time a door closes, every time you feel like giving up, that's when you either shrink or rise. And the people who become their dreams are the ones who rise, not because it was easy, not because they never doubted themselves, but because they chose to move forward anyway. Doubt will whisper to you that you're not good enough, that you're not ready, that you're not worthy, but doubt is a liar, and the only way to silence it is through action. You don't have to be fearless, you just have to be willing, willing to keep going, willing to believe in something greater than your fear, because the truth is, discomfort and doubt are signs that you're pushing past your limits, stepping into new territory, leaving the old version of yourself behind. Your dream demands more from you, not less, and when you embrace the pain, when you use the rejection, when you face the doubt and keep moving, you're not just chasing the dream anymore, you're earning it. And that's what makes it real. Becoming your dream is a decision, not a wish. That's the line that separates those who talk about change and those who live it. Most people confuse desire with decision. They think that wanting something badly enough should be enough to make it happen. But there are millions of people who want to succeed, who wish for a better life, who hope something magical will turn their circumstances around. Wishing doesn't move mountains, deciding does. A decision is final. It's when you cut off all other options. You don't say, I'll try, or let's see how it goes. You say, this is happening, I'm becoming this no matter what. And in that moment, your energy shifts. You stop looking for shortcuts. You stop waiting for approval. You stop dancing around your potential. You commit, and that's when the path starts to open. Not because the world suddenly gets easier, but because you get stronger. Your dream is waiting for you to make that kind of decision, not the kind that depends on circumstances, but the kind that creates them. When you decide, you stop relying on motivation and start building discipline. You stop chasing inspiration and start creating momentum. Because once the decision is made, your mind gets to work finding the how. The how doesn't matter until the what becomes non-negotiable. There's power in a real decision. It clarifies your priorities. It burns away distractions. It forces you to say no to what doesn't serve the bigger vision. You start making decisions that reflect your future, not your past. You stop asking, what do I feel like doing today? And start asking, what would the person who already has my dream do right now? That's how alignment is built, through decisions that match the identity you're growing into. Making the decision also means accepting responsibility. No more blaming your background, your parents, your boss, the economy, or your past. Once you decide to become your dream, everything becomes your responsibility, your attitude, your habits, your results. That kind of ownership is uncomfortable at first, but it's also liberating, because once you own everything, you can change anything. The dream becomes possible the moment you decide it's yours, not someday. Not when the timing is right, not when things are easier. Now, that single decision can rewrite your life. You don't need to know every step of the journey. You just need to take the first step with absolute certainty that you won't quit. That this is who you are now, that this is your life's direction. no matter what challenges show up along the way. So if you're serious about becoming your dream, don't just talk about it. Don't wait for permission. Don't keep dancing with doubt. Make the decision, claim your future, own your identity, and walk like it's already yours, because once you decide, it already is.